How do you set up a shipping plan for Amazon FBA? In this video, Rosie Kovacs from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs is going to show you. Now, if you like this kind of information where we're giving you step-by-step guides to Amazon, consider giving this video a thumbs up. That way, I can let Rosie know how much you enjoyed this. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We post brand new money-making information just like this each and every day. If you've got any questions, then comment below and myself and Rosie will answer them personally for you. With that being said, let's get into it.
So before I start the process, there's just a few things to make sure that you have already in place. And the first one is that for your FBA listings, make sure that you've got your barcode preference set to Amazon, not manufacturer. Make sure that you've got your packaging dimensions and the weight entered into the back end of your listing, because you will need that for the shipping plan, otherwise you can't complete it. And make sure that you've got the measurements, the weight of the cartons, the number of units in each carton, and the address that it's being shipped from. Okay, so to go into the shipping plan, you just need to go into one of your FBA listings and click on the down arrow and select Send Replenish. Okay, and you'll see this screen here. So first thing is work out whether you've got one product that you're sending in or whether you've got multiple products. If you've just got the one, like I've just selected this one here, then I would just work with this one. If I wanted to select more, then I'd click on all FBA SKUs, and then I could put in the number of units for the different products. But just for this exercise, I'm just going to go with one. The first thing you'll see for the very first time that you do send in products for a particular listing is that you'll have to set up the prep and labeling details. So I'll go into that and just explain that. So the prep guidance lets Amazon know whether it's got any particular, like if it's liquids, if it's glass, fragile, that sort of thing. And so you select that or no prep needed. If there is prep needed, then Amazon provides you some instructions on the screen here. I think if I could just have an example here, like if I selected sharp, it would go through and give you the instructions on how to actually make sure that it's packaged correctly and safely. Okay. So we'll go through no prep needed. So the next thing I would do is just save that, and then it would come up and say who's going to label them. And this is the FN SKU labels, not the shipping labels, just the FN SKU labels. So if your supplier is going to do that, or if you've got products at home and you're going to do that yourself, then you would select by seller. If you're going to pay Amazon to do that for you, then you would select by Amazon, and it gives you the fee. It's a little bit dearer in Australia. In the US, it's about 30 cents US. So just be mindful of that if you do choose Amazon to do that for you. And then click Save. All right, it's already telling me I've got missing information. So I will go back, just go in and quickly do that, seeing if this has been updated. All right, I'm going to go back into the shipping plan now. No, they didn't have to create it, of course. So let's go back into Send Replenish, and I'm going to do this one down here because that's the one I updated. So Send Replenish Inventory. Right, now I went through this exercise before, but I'll show you again with the prep and the labeling details. And I'm going to select no, but I'll just show you again. If I selected small, Amazon will give you guidance on how to actually package that. And I'll select no prep and save. And then I'm going to, you can choose whether you want to put the FN SKU labels on or Amazon. Okay. Now I have set that as individual units. The other thing you can do is prepare a case pack template. And what this allows you to do is to put in only once standard carton sizes and weights. So if you're going to send in, say, 10 products in the carton, it's going to be the same size every single time, then you can create a case pack template so you don't have to enter in those carton measurements every single time you do a shipping plan. So I can show you that quickly, the process for that. Yep, here we go. All right, so you just give it a name. So I say 10 units per carton, 20 by 30, for instance. Then maybe 10, and then I'll go 20, 30, 30. The box weight, 1.5 kilos. And I'm going to label, so save. All right, and then that gives me a choice. I can choose now. I can have 10 units. I can select that one. Yep, that's all already in there. I don't have to worry about putting the dimensions in, or I can select individual units if I'm going to have different size cartons. So for this exercise, I'll go through individual units, and here for now, I'm just going to put in the total units. So I'm going to go with 50 and then select ready to pack. And there's no fees because I chose seller for labeling. So click on continue there. And now what Amazon tells you is that, you know, we're going to pack all these together. If you had multiple SKUs, sometimes Amazon will say you can pack, you know, 2 or 3 of them into the one box if you wanted to mix them into the one carton. Other times it will tell you you have to separate them. So just read those instructions there. Here it asks you for how many boxes you're going to put the products into. So you can select everything will fit in one box. That's fine. We can say multiple boxes. And now we have to decide whether it's going to be up to 10 boxes, which means we can just fill in the details online, or whether it's going to be more than 10, which will give you a spreadsheet. So I'll just show you quickly what both of those look like. So we have to put in the number of boxes first. So if I select 3 and open the web form, and this is what it looks like. It's very simple. You can see here's box 1, box 2, box 3. So if I want to say I put 20 in here, 20 and then 10, it's got 50 or 50, which is fine. Each box weight, so 1, and then 0.5. Total boxes out of the 3 is 2.5. Then we go for the dimensions. And the good thing with this is you can just add different dimensions, like the different size boxes in here. It's very simple. So if I want to go for, I'm just going to keep it simple, 20, and then we go for 20, 20, 10. And then what you need to do is select these measurements, which box that they apply to. So I'm going to say this one, and then the smaller box is for that one. And until you've selected all these and it got all the data entered, you won't be able to confirm it. And I've got all the information, so now I can confirm that. All right. But I'm going to see if I can go back and change that, because I want to show, actually I have got the spreadsheet. Bear with me. I do have the spreadsheet that I downloaded. So if I selected more than 10, then the total cartons is more than 10, then it would generate a spreadsheet that I would download, and this is what it would look like. There is instructions to fill in, but really it's so simple. I have blanked out my product details, but because I did this on my other account. But so what you've got here is, these are the headings. It defaults. So whatever your product is, your SKUs, it will populate the information across the top here. So I've said I've got 50 units for a particular SKU, and then you don't actually enter anything at the top here. What you do for the moment is you just come in here and put your box weight. So I've got 10 cartons. It's really easy. If you want to, so the box weight, 1 kilo, and I can actually just copy and paste, just drag that across, right, and just copy and paste it. Really simple. You don't have to manually type it all in. All right, and again, just copy that, all that. Okay, so I've got all the data, and now I've got to go back to the boxes and say, all right, so how many I've got in box? Well, we've got 50 products, 10 boxes. Let's just go with 5 for each. And you can see in the pink here, it's totaling them up. And the idea is that you have to get the total to equal the number of units that you said you're going to send in. And when it hits that, see how now it's gone into white? It means it's hit the 50, so it's correct. And then you save that, and then you come back to here where you downloaded the spreadsheet from and just upload it, and it's that simple. So it's pretty much the same as when you're entering it online, but you're just entering more than 10 boxes into a spreadsheet. Hopefully that makes sense. And then once you've got the box information in, you click confirm and continue. And here you would select, you have to put in a date, the ship date, and you select whether it's a small parcel delivery or less than truckload. And it will tell you here where it's going to be sending the products to. So it's defaulted for me to the new automated warehouse in Kemps Creek. It's confirming here. So I've got the 3 boxes. This is different to the spreadsheet I filled in before with the 10. So I nominated 3 here for online. So that's telling me I've got 3 boxes, 1 product, and there's a total of 50 units in the 3 boxes. And what you do next is select the carrier. And if you don't know who's going to be shipping, if you're sending your products from overseas, then you would select other. Then there's no charges here, so I just accept the charges. And the next thing we'll get is the shipping labels. Okay, just going to shrink that a little bit. And this is what you'll see next. So you get the information here. The one thing that doesn't come up straight away is the Amazon reference ID. That can take about 15 minutes, and you will need to provide that to your freight forwarder if they're overseas. If you are doing this from Sydney, then you don't need to provide that to the local freight forwarders. You've got your ship from address, your ship to, and then this is the label. And then all you have to do is just print. It'll produce a PDF file, and that's what you send through to your freight forwarder to put onto your cartons. Or if you're shipping it from home, you do it yourself. You print them out and then stick them on. And that's pretty much it. It proceeds, you just click on this one and then wait for your goods to go in.
That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are a community of professional e-commerce entrepreneurs right here in Australia. 2,500 members and growing. We're the fastest growing community of online entrepreneurs here in Australia, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we're doing, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. Link for that is in the description. Till next time, bye.